Hi there, it's Gladys with today's burning question, and I received another question. I got quite a few questions from widows, and first of all, I want to say I didn't say this at the beginning of the last video that was for widow. I really truly am sorry for your loss. I was widowed when I was 27. I know what it's like to have this life of dreams, and then all of a sudden, that person's gone. And so I've had quite a few of those kinds of messages come to me, and I just want you to know that I truly am sorry for your loss. And one of the questions that I got was really interesting, and I think you can relate to it whether you've been widowed or you've been divorced or had a heartache, which was, do I have to stop loving my husband? So this woman said, do I have to stop loving my deceased husband? I find I keep looking for an empathetic man like him when she's meeting people. And so I'm going to say this, and this is why I said, oh my gosh, his hair. This is why I said that it could be for a person who's been widowed, or even if you've had a breakup, maybe it was a long-term marriage that ended. You do not ever have to stop loving someone. You don't ever have to stop loving someone. Now, it's easier to say that when the person is deceased, because most of the time they didn't have a choice in it. Maybe they had a disease, or maybe it was an accident, or it was an unexpected death. But even if the person, like whatever the circumstances are, or if there's been a divorce or there's been a breakup, you don't ever have to stop loving someone in order to love someone else. The only limitations that our body, that our heart has, for love are the ones that we place on it. Our love can expand. Anybody who's had more than one sibling or more than one child knows that you think you couldn't possibly love another person that much, and then your heart just expands. So a lot of times women put pressure on themselves that they have to stop loving someone in order to be ready to love someone else. And again, I'm speaking generally, all circumstances are different. But when I met my husband, Rick, I was still grieving the death of my first husband. I was ready to start dating. I didn't know that I was going to meet the man that I was going to marry that soon, but I still loved, and I still love. It's been 27 years since my husband passed away, and I still love him. I didn't have to stop loving him. I didn't have to wait until all of the feelings were gone, because I just knew that I was meeting another person, a new person, and this person had their own qualities and their own ways of being. Now, what I didn't do was compare my husband, Rick, to my previous husband, because that's unfair, and you don't even want to do that. Like, if the person didn't pass away, you want to look at each person as the person that they are. Now, did he sometime, the minute he mentioned Star Wars, I was like, really? That's the thing that is going to stay in my life? Because my late husband was like really into science fiction, but they're completely different personalities, and both of them are loving, and both of them were generous, and both of them are every prayer and dream come true, right? It's a different kind of love. It's still wonderful and amazing. And I really did believe for a long time that there was only the one. And that was, again, my own limitation, my own limiting belief. Oh my gosh, that scared me to death. My own limiting belief about love and what was possible. I'm going to move for a second. Okay, it stopped. I was putting limitations on love, and I was putting limitations on how many people I could love and be loved by. And now I see that there is the possibility of more than one-to-one. You can have more than one soulmate. Who you choose to love is a very personal choice. It's a super important choice, because every other choice you make after that is given by the person you choose to spend your life with. But you don't have to stop loving someone in order to start loving someone else. You do want to heal whatever there is to heal. So you want to grieve fully. If there were emotional wounds left by the relationship, incompletions, you want to be responsible for doing that healing work, and then open your heart to let someone else in. So I hope this burning question answer was helpful. Remember that we're going to be going over a lot of these things at the Irresistible Woman Live. And we do that because we know that in 3 days we can collapse time and do the coaching and the training that would take 2-3 months in just 3 days. So if you want to get started in dating, if you want to start opening your heart to love again, or if you want to increase the love that you have with the person that you're with, make sure that you click on the link and join us for that 3-day event. This is today's burning question, and I'll see you on tomorrow's burning question. Bye for now.